Hi, how you guys doing?
So we are really sorry. We said
that we were going to be back from hiatus.
And apparently we weren't.
We kind of went back into hiatus. So that kind of doesn't really... yeah. But now we're back for reals. Now we're back for real.
Yeah.
Which is good because those of you who do enjoy our videos, we're going to be sending a lot down the pipeline pretty soon. So it's spring break, which means plenty of time to work on some videos for you guys. And to fill you in on a little bit of what's happened since our last back from hiatus.
Like, the reason that we weren't really back from hiatus is because our lives got crazy again. We're in college. And, so, you know, things happen. But, basically, we both started back with school. We both have a lot of work to do.
I'm an official Georgia resident
He
now.
is!
I'm
Yay!
official. Yeah, it took a lot of work. I know.
He is legit Georgian. So welcome to the
Documented
South.
And everything.
Officially. Do you want a crown? Like a tiara?
I don't think that's very southern. We're gonna do without. We'll put a rain check.
Okay.
I'll do it later.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So don't you just love those random things on your desk? Honestly, who doesn't?
Yeah, I never even thought about that. Somebody's probably sitting at home like, well, that's weird. Why does she have making a comment?
Yeah, right.
Why does she have a tiara on her desk?
Yeah, well, I do.
Who does she think she is?
It's from my 16th birthday.
If it makes anybody feel any better. She's got a little Rudolph, also, little reindeer from Christmas. Anyways.
Anyway,
now that I've embarrassed her.
Yeah, thanks. I have also turned 21 since we did our last video.
Yes, she is a real adult now. A real one.
P.S.
Oh yeah, kind of a biggie little thing now.
That we may want to mention. I don't know.
Since we're on the topic of us.
But y'all don't care about us.
Just a small little side note.
We're just here to entertain you and educate you, really. And you don't care about our lives.
Might as well mention the fact.
But we like to think that you may care about the fact that
we
are engaged. So, yeah, I don't know if y'all can see that really well. I can't line this up. Okay, so it's really pretty, and I really love it, and I really love him.
And we got engaged Christmas Eve, and it was great. We went down to California to spend Christmas with my family this year, and that's when I decided to pop the question. So
it was a big question.
As you can tell, she said yes.
I did. So
I wasn't sure. I'm kidding.
That's awful. But yeah, so that's really, really exciting. That's our biggest news, and we wanted to share that with y'all before we started with our main topic for the video, which is Noah.
Noah. Now I'm going to be talking extensively because I know a lot about Noah. In fact,
and by extensively, he means like none.
Almost. Actually, no. In fact, zero. Because I've never been to any of the Noah conferences.
Like, Matt knows about Noah, but he has never been
to
the conference. And,
I've heard about how much fun they are from Ashley, but I've never actually been myself.
If you haven't heard it enough already, and you may not have heard of it at all, NOAA is, well, it stands for the National Organization of Albinism and Hypopigmentation.
If you haven't watched any of our other videos.
Yeah, which you may not have. Like, we're kind of annoying, so I wouldn't watch them.
I wouldn't watch us.
I wouldn't
like,
either.
who are these guys?
Be like, what do they think they are?
People want to watch them.
Who cares? Let's be real. Anyway, so that's what that stands for, and NOAA isn't just about the conferences. I mean, it is also about the community, and they have an online community.
The Albinism community.
But we'll get to that in a little bit. But I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about the conferences. And like I said, I feel really bad that I'll be talking, like, through all of this.
The majority of the time.
But Matt doesn't know.
But I don't have any real input. I mean, I could be talking, but it really doesn't have any value whatsoever.
So I'm not trying to, like, control the situation. Okay.
We're gonna have a great marriage, by the way.
Awesome marriage. Like, could it be better? Who are you? Okay. So, every 2 years there is a national convention, or conference, I guess would be the word, where people from all around the world come together that have albinism, and we meet and have this giant conference. And it's in a different city in the U.S. every year, or every 2 years. Are you bored?
I just don't have anything to do.
Anyway, so yeah, that's so distracting. Oh, gosh, I feel so ditzy right now. Anyway,
you only feel that way because...
Don't say it. Okay, anyway, sorry, so sorry. Okay,
She should be.
You should be. Okay, so, we meet, and it is honestly the most incredible thing. I wouldn't say that if I truly did not believe it. It has changed my life, and I know that sounds kind of dramatic, but I'm actually pretty serious. Like, for the first time, people with albinism really feel like they're the normal ones in the group, and like we don't stand out like we usually do, which isn't a bad thing, but I mean it's kind of nice to feel like you're the majority and that you really fit in somewhere. And
from what I've heard, because I haven't been there.
This is my joke, and he said it in another video and I was a little offended, and I know you're about to say it again. For the record, because I'm funny. Than him.
Oh. Now that's good. That's good. You're moving up. But no.
I'm not.
No, I was just actually going to point out, see, she has such a cynical image of me in her head. I was actually just going to point out...
That's why this relationship works.
It's amazing. It really is. I was actually just going to point out that, although I haven't been there, from what I've heard, there's several different groups to fit every age group. So if you have young kids, if you have teenagers, or even if you know somebody or something and maybe they don't know about it or they don't attend, there's different levels to coincide with different age groups. So maybe obviously people like Ashley and I aren't gonna want to be playing building blocks with all the little tiny babies. And we're going to kind of want to connect with people our own age and exchange stories.
But the babies are precious.
She's going to be playing building blocks with the babies. I'm going to be sharing stories.
But I mean, like, what Matt's getting at is the way it really breaks down at the conference is the majority of people, like, it's held in a central hotel, and most people end up staying there, or at least in the general area. And then they have different levels, like Matt was saying. They have a kids conference, and basically you can send your young children there, and people like in my age range or people a little older play with your kids all day and love it. It's the best. And in the kids conference, they, depending on the age again, they have some like mini sessions for them to kind of teach them about albinism and help them to be comfortable with who they are. And it's just, I remember going to them, and I think that it really helped me. And then they have like a teenage kind of area, which I think is technically included in the kids conference, but they kind of section it off even within the kids conference. So the teenagers aren't going to be hanging out with the 2-year-olds, which makes sense. And especially in that teenage group is where they do a lot of that like relationship building as far as like communicating and branching out and being comfortable with who you are, because that's so important, especially at that age. And then we have the adult conference, which is the thing that most parents go to, or people like older people with albinism, and they have sessions about everything you can imagine pretty much, and you kind of make your own schedule. You figure out, they give you a list at the beginning, and you kind of figure out, okay, which session do I want to go to, like which ones throughout the day. And then this year we're introducing a upper teenage conference, because there was always kind of a little awkward space between the people from like 18 to 30, I guess, were kind of like, where do we really want to go? Because you don't like really fit in with the teenagers anymore, but you don't always necessarily want to be sitting in all the sessions either. Like, you want to be making connections with other people and having a good time. And so we're introducing a conference for kids that are teenagers.
Young adults.
Young adults.
Basically.
Good word. 2 words. Whatever. But for people age 18 to 21. So kind of college age, or that transitional, like from high school to college. And so I think that's going to be a huge success and a really good thing. And you have lunch together as like a whole, everybody comes together for lunch, and then you have dinners together every night, and then they have some different social events to help people mingle and get to know each other, because after all, it is a big community, and like, I mean, it feels like a big family sometimes, a lot of times actually, just because we all know each other and we're all so friendly, and we are always so excited to see each other anytime these conferences come up. So that is basics of NOAA. And like we said earlier, there is an online community. If you go to albinism.org, you'll see it on that website. But we just wanted to reinforce the idea of NOAA, and if you are interested, you should totally come this summer. We would love to meet you. We'll be there. Like we said earlier, it's in St. Louis. It's in July, I believe the 12th through the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely look into it if you're not already coming.
And even if you're not somebody with albinism, or somebody, a relative or friend or anybody like that of somebody with albinism, because we know by reading some of the comments, we figured out that there's quite a few people that end up, you know, you end up in a vortex of links on YouTube, and somehow you end up on our YouTube page watching our videos. And so if it's something that you're interested in, I mean, it's definitely great to just learn more about it, just to educate yourself about albinism and things like that. And the community can always use more support. And so just feel free to check it out and visit, like she said, www.albinism.org. And it's a great resource.
Absolutely. And that's for parents or anybody that wants to learn more.
Yeah.
But NOAA, especially the conferences, highly recommend it. And even if you can't make the big conferences every 2 years, they also host smaller summer events and even smaller events throughout the year. It really just depends on the area that you live in. But yeah, so that's a little bit about NOAA. If you have any other questions, please let us know, because we are huge advocates for not albinism, I guess that's true, but NOAA as well. So thanks for watching, and we should be bringing
You'll be seeing another video from us soon, so don't worry about it.
Get excited! Okay.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.